Okay guys, so today we're going to be looking at perpendicular and parallel lines, right? So the first one we're going to be looking at is parallel lines. Parallel lines are basically lines that run in the same direction, and no matter how much you extend them, they would never touch. For example, these two lines here, right? The lines in your copybook, right? No matter how much you extend those two lines, they don't meet. And the next thing too, you will notice, well, I don't have a ruler here, but if you measure the distance, this distance, and then you're going to measure this distance, it's supposed to be the same, and then you measure this distance, it will be the same, right? So they don't ever meet. Now, pertaining to the topic that we're doing, a special thing about parallel lines is that they have the same gradient, right? So for example, if this one had a gradient of 3, this one also would be the gradient 3. The next thing we have to look at will be parallel lines. So they are lines that meet at a 90 degree, right? So for example, we have these two lines here, they meet at a 90 degree. So perpendicular lines have different gradients, right? So what we say is that their gradients are the negative reciprocal of each other. Now, negative reciprocal sounding like big words, but it's something very simple. So I'm just grabbing my scrapbook here. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so for example, we have a gradient of, let's say we have a gradient like 3/4. The reciprocal of this is you're flipping the number, right? So it will be 4/3. Negative reciprocal means you're taking the negative of this. So this was a positive, so it will go to negative. So if these two lines are perpendicular, one would have this gradient and one would have this gradient. The next example is, obviously we have -2, right? Remember, the negative reciprocal would be the next one. So if this is positive, this will go to, this is negative, this will go to positive. And we have to flip this. If we flip 2, you remember 2 is 2/1. If we flip 2/1, we get positive 1/2. Right? So I'm just going to do these that I have here. So for example, I have positive 1/2. The next line, if they are perpendicular, would be -2 when you flip it. If this is -5, negative will go back to positive, and we flip 5, we'll get 1/5. Right? This one, negative will go back to positive. We flip 3, we're going to get 1/3. Here now, this is positive, so it will go to negative, and we'll get 4/3. Right? So, two things that you need to note. Perpendicular lines have the same gradient. So if the gradient is 3, the next one, the gradient, once they parallel lines have the same gradients, right? So if this one is 3, the gradient of this one is also 3 in parallel lines. With perpendicular lines, however, they are the negative reciprocal of each other. So if one of them is, say, 1/2, the next one would be, you flip 1/2, you'll get 2, and the negative of 1/2, well, you'll go back to negative, right? So it's -2. Okay, so that's it basically.